Acknowledge your presence, becoming aware of the body and how the body touches the ground, how the ground touches the body. Be aware of your state of mind, attitude, and how that determines the resistance levels in the body, and how through those resistances, defiances, we dissipate our energies. Pay attention to goals and intentions. What is it that we want to create, attract, and manifest in our lives? Remembering to be present for the journey, not the destination or the outcome, although we do bear the end in mind. Become aware of your breathing. Your volume of breath is your volume of life. And by breathing deep into the diaphragm, we activate the lymphatic system, the sewer system of the body, and that's how the body discharges toxins. At the same time, we bring oxygen and prana into our existence, the two major components for oxidation and combustion, the body's way of creating energy. And then we do a scanning of the body. And the purpose of scanning is to learn to listen, to be aware, and to be present to the body as it communicates to us through sensations. As I mention each body part, all we do is bring our awareness to it without attempting to change anything. Just acknowledge, receive, and appreciate. Starting with the right buttocks, coming down the hamstring, through the knee, calf, ankle, heel, bottom of the foot, toes, top of the foot, ankle, shin, knee, quadriceps, and hip. Moving over into the left hip, left buttocks, hamstring, knee, calf, ankle, heel, bottom of the foot, toes, top of the foot, ankle, shin, knee, quadriceps, and hip. The pelvis and the muscles deep within the pelvis, the muscles we use to hold and discharge. Bringing your awareness into your lower back, sensing the muscles along the spine, following those muscles up into the middle back, upper back, and all the way into the shoulders. Coming down the right shoulder into the deltoids, tricep, elbow, forearm, wrist, back of hand, fingers, palm of hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, bicep, deltoids, and shoulder. Crossing over into the left shoulder, left deltoids, tricep, elbow, forearm, wrist, back of hand, fingers, palm of hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, bicep, deltoids, and shoulder. Coming into the back of the neck, back of the head, top of the head, forehead, face, coming down the neck into the chest, down the abdomen, all the way down below the navel of the body and to the center of the body. And this is where we keep our awareness as we do the ropes. When we do the ropes, we're conducting meditation in motion. And your body is the biggest book of knowledge that you have access to. The body reveals everything. The tightness we hold or the fluidity we express reveals how we posture ourselves in life. So whatever experience you have, look at it as an opportunity to adjust, not to scold or abandon. Bringing your feet to the top of the mat, allowing the handles to come down, reaching for the handles, and you can position your hands either inside the handle or on top of the handle, but your legs are always passive and heavy. The first exercise that I call the warm-up is to draw the knees towards the chest, collapsing the knees and bringing the knees as close to the torso as possible. And as I extend through the heels and flex my feet, I push my sacrum to the ground and connect to the mother. Gently lowering the knees to the torso, heels to the buttocks, and exhaling, completely emptying out as I extend. Inhale, lower. Exhale, extend. Feel the stretching in the back of the hamstrings and the Achilles tendon within the kneecaps. Feel the ground, feel the opening. We always use what we call Ujjayi breathing, inhaling through the nostrils, exhaling through the nostrils, and we can hear a slight aha sound in the back of the throat as we constrain the throat slightly to hear the breath, to feel the breath being the essence of life. Inhale, exhale, pushing the tailbone into the mat, extending through the heels. And remember, the rope is just a facilitator. I never pull, I never push, I just support the motions. I guide them with the rope. I'm always engaged with the rope. I'm always present to the rope. And I'm aware of how I'm supporting my own process, my life, with the pulleys and the ropes. Being a leader in my life, not an enforcer. Extending through the heels. Emptying out. Inhale down. Exhale out. The second exercise is simply called knees to chest. And now we're going to begin to massage your organs. I'm slightly peeling the tailbone off the ground, and what I'm allowing my legs to be is completely passive and heavy in the harness. I inhale as I extend. I exhale as I draw. I am peeling the spine off the ground with the contraction of the abdomen, not with the enforced pulling of the rope, although I support the motion and allow my knees to come as close to the torso as possible. Inhale, gratitude. Exhale, generosity. Feel the activation of the abdomen, the deep core. Feel the massaging of the organs. Feel the lymphatic activity activated. The more relaxed your legs can be, the more passive your legs can be, the more activated your abdomen will become. Inhale, exhale, and as I inhale, I allow the legs to be completely passive and heavy and to fully engage the abdomen as it expands. And then as I exhale, I draw the pubic bone towards the navel, peeling the spine gently off the ground without any force. Always awareness, compassion, kindness, and respect for the body, facilitating fluidity and expansion, trust, and capacity. Listen to the breath. Hear the sound of Ujjayi, waves of in and out energy, waves of the ocean, inhaling as I come down, straight leg raises, exhaling as I elevate, making the legs extra heavy, letting them rest in the harness, leveraging the abdomen to elevate as I exhale, and then inhale as I lower. Awareness, breath, and execution, the three components of Glo Motion: meditation in motion, consciousness training, mindfulness. The more present we become, the more engaged we become, the more active we become. Leg raises activate fluidity in your legs and also the lymphatic activity. So feel the fluids flowing back to the body. Feel the fluids flowing out to the extremities. Remember, you're activating your life force, your lymphatic activity, massaging your organs, activating your light. Follow the motions with the breath. Follow the breath with the motions. Completely present, grounded. Heavy legs, passive legs, keep coming back to center. If you forget and start thinking or drift away, just keep coming back, just like you would in any kind of meditation. So don't scold yourself from leaving, just acknowledge yourself as showing up again. The next exercise, short bent leg raises. Legs heavy in the harness, slightly bent knees, and allow the weight to sink into the lower abdomen, elevating about 1.5 feet. Exhaling as I raise, legs are heavy, abdomen is active, lower leg raises. Exhale as I raise, inhale as I lower. Feel the action, feel the engaged abdomen. Again and again and again, we relax the legs and make them passive and heavy. And then we bring our awareness to the ankles and the arches and the feet and the toes. The more relaxed your feet are, the more passive your legs are going to be, and the more active, therefore, your abdomen. Again and again and again, we may need to let go of the feet, the toes, and the arches, and the ankles, in order to allow the legs to be completely passive. Pelvic raises. Draw your knees into a 90-degree angle. Make sure your arms are straight forward. The arms are always engaged, but just never leave us or go beyond the contractions of the abdomen. As I make my arms straight forward, the ropes are tight. The legs are heavy and passive in the harness, and I access the lower abdomen, and then I use the lower abdomen to elevate the hips, exhaling as I raise. Allowing the arms and the pectorals support the motion, but not generate the motion. Only the lowest part of the abdomen is generating the motion as I peel the spine off the ground by contracting the abdomen, by bringing my pubic bone towards the navel slightly without engaging the legs at any time. The more passive and heavy the legs are, the more activation your abdomen will feel, the deep core will feel. And then as you gain leverage, you can go a little higher, and therefore your upper abdomen becomes activated, both through the peel and also through the engagement from the upper torso of the pectorals. Never about pulling, leveraging the ropes, but lifting from the abdomen. Pelvic raises, straight legs, handles all the way down to the mat. Legs are completely straight, ankles slightly contracted, toes towards the shins, flexing the feet, and I gently push my ankles into the harness as I elevate towards the sky. Legs are still passive and heavy, ankles slightly flexed, feet flexed, but not engaged. Inhale as I raise, exhale as I raise, inhale as I lower. Feel the abdomen contract and peel the spine off. The moment you start tensing your legs, your back becomes engaged. And if that's occurring, you're going too high. Gently elevate, gently lower. Placing the feet on the ground for just a second, just to absorb the benefits of the movements. Allowing the energy to stream along the body into every cell, rejuvenate and restore. Remembering to be present for the journey. And if we do forget and start wandering off, to come back to center, to be present, to embrace ourselves unequivocally the way we are here, to celebrate the moment. Placing my torso again in a relaxed position, arms overhead. This exercise is basically just called alternate knees to the torso. Now peeling the spine off the ground without pulling, again supporting, legs are passive and heavy. Gently draw the knees towards the shoulders. Allowing the abdomen to contract, the pubic bone drawn to the navel. Peeling the spine gently off the ground, massaging the organs, activating the lymphatic activity, engaging the breath, fortifying intention, the intention of being energized and fluid, activated, motivated, inspired, infused through movement, through action. To will is to act, allowing ourselves to be activated, to be infused, to be lit up, to glow. When we do these exercises, the intention is to get our glow on, to be vibrant, inspired, and lit up. The process should be restorative, and the process should be about rejuvenation, gratitude, getting connected, restored and charged with the chi, the energy of life. Next exercise, pelvic raises, extended legs, elevating the hips in a 90-degree angle. Lowering the pelvis, extending the legs, floating the legs away from the torso, and then gently stopping in the 90-degree angle, elevating, lowering, extending. Fluid motions, playful. No force applied, just gentle coercion, support, compassion, kindness, awareness. The slower we go, the more engaged the abdomen becomes. So we play with the activity of the pace. Sometimes I go a little bit faster, and sometimes I go a lot slower, depending on my attitude, my state of being, what I'm cultivating, how I'm engaging. As simple as morning routine or evening routine, calming down or invigorating. The other aspect is your breathing. Using Ujjayi breathing, you can slow the breath down and limit the volume of breath, and you could also speed the breath up or increase the volume of your intake, and that's going to engage your energies differently. Next exercise is called downhill skier, swaying the knees towards the left shoulder, still peeling the spine off, allowing the abdomen to do the work, to govern the contraction, moving between my arms like goalposts, and again allowing the legs to be as passive as possible. So the legs are not doing anything, just sitting in the harness, floating back and forth, following the dictation of the abdomen, how the abdomen is contracting, how the pubic bone is drawn to the right shoulder, or the pubic bone is drawn to the left shoulder. The legs are following the lead of the abdomen. The legs are not generating the motion themselves, they're just following. I follow my ankles as I float away, the knees follow the ankles. As I draw towards the torso, the ankles follow the knees. But always abdomen governs, abdomen contracts, knees follow abdomen, ankles follow knees, and the legs collapse to the shoulder. Feeling the side obliques activate and the organs celebrate. Contraction, expansion, literally internal massaging occurring every move. Literally oxygen infusion occurring every breath. Following every motion, present, accounted for, enjoying your presence. The wave is the next exercise, drawing the knees to the torso, extending the heels to the ceiling, letting the ankles relax, and then the legs lower through the resistance of the abdomen, drawing, extending through the heels, flexing the feet, and then legs become passive, ankles first, and then we float down, present to the resistance of the weight of the legs, encouraging the resistance in the abdomen, holding, and then contracting, extending, and then holding. Inhale down, exhale as you contract, fully emptying out the body, breathing through the heels, pushing the tailbone, the sacrum down into the ground, into the arms of the mother, fully connecting the ocean, the wave of life, the wave of energy permeating through the body, restoring and rejuvenating every cell. Enjoy the journey. If you drift away, keep coming back to center. The next exercise is called cross-country skier. And in this exercise, we're present to coordination, walking. Arms are engaged, the legs are passive and heavy. And as I elevate the left leg, I inhale. As I elevate the right leg, I exhale. But I am allowing my abdomen to do the lowering and the elevation. Obviously, my arms are engaged and they follow the lead of the abdomen. I'm coordinating my life, I'm coordinating my movements, but I'm allowing the abdomen to govern the motion. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. The more heavy and passive your legs become, the more active the abdomen. And you can even push the abdomen or the back slightly into the mat and feel how the upper layers of the abdomen become more active. And then you relax the back and allow the abdomen to be fully engaged and feel how the deep core of your being is being stimulated, activated, challenged, strengthened. Being present means being in the core, being balanced, being integrous, being whole. Presence is power. And then alternate knees to torso, chest, peeling the spine off. Notice how my extended leg is slightly bent. And then alternate, and I'm peeling off the ground gently. Legs are still as passive as possible. Arms are straight. My upper torso is definitely engaging, but never pulling, only supporting, allowing the legs to collapse to the torso as I peel the spine off the ground with my abdomen. Inhale, left contraction, exhale, right contraction. Feel the joy of the organs as they get encouraged and massaged. Feel the activation of the lymphatic system. Being grateful for the assistance required to move the energy and eliminate the toxins out of the body. Allow the body to revel in the joy of movement and restoration. Listening to the breath, the sound, the waves of energy passing through the body. Legs are completely passive. Spine is peeled off the ground. Abdomen trembles with joy. Gently placing the feet on the ground. And the releases that we use when we only do the back portion of the ropes is reaching for the ropes, extending the legs straight up, pushing the tail down, and gently engaging the back hamstrings and the Achilles tendon, feeling a little bit of tension inside the knees. And you can control the release with the ankles. If I let go of my ankles, the letting go or the stretch, as we call them, sometimes become passive. The moment I engage my ankles and draw my toes to my shins, the Achilles becomes active and the release is encouraged. Now the point of these releases is just to show up for the sensation that we experience, and it's never the same. My body is always revealing how I hold myself. The moment I embrace how I hold myself, there is a surrender, a forgiveness that occurs. And the challenge or the opportunity at the same time is to come to the border of sensation and allow ourselves to be totally present for the expression occurring in the now. Not to enforce anything, not to pull anything, not to apply any kind of hardship to the body, just compassion and kindness, and allowing the body to open up, just as if we were to visit someone, we would knock on their door and wait until we're invited to enter. We will never barge in. The same applies to the releases. The releases are an exercise of embrace, to want ourselves unequivocally the way we made ourselves, to actually show up in this moment without comparing it to others or other moments in our lives. Here and now, to be present. And gently, the body starts to give when it feels that it can trust the host. When we pull, the body immediately becomes defensive and doesn't give, but resists. Now we bring our legs back slightly, gently bend the knees, rolling the rope around your arm to control the rope, placing your left leg on top of the right thigh, and gently draw the right knee towards the left ankle, opening the hip up a little bit, being cautious here, breathing into the sensations, leveraging the breath to release, never pulling, never going beyond what's comfortable, staying on the border of sensation, the difference between comfort and discomfort, not becoming too intense at any point, to entrust or to ensure that we can relax into the sensations. And then fully extending the right leg, again drawing the leg towards the ankle, pushing the sacrum slightly down, relaxing the left leg as much as possible, and let it be whatever it is. Breathing into the sensations. The sensations are an expression of how we hold ourselves. And the most powerful way to change the body, to change the expression, is to change our perspective towards how we hold ourselves. The only way to truly liberate the body is to liberate the mind, or the perspective, the belief system that holds us in place. Our posture is a story. And if we want to affect the posture, we must look at the story, the narrative. And gently switch. The goal or object would be to hold these releases from 1 to 2 minutes. There's a great benefit to the 2-minute duration, but with our busy schedules, then 1 minute is adequate. Allowing the body to relax, never to move faster than required to obtain trust, trusting, surrendering, letting go, not enforcing or pulling, being present is what releasing is all about, surrendering is all about. And the only way to experience that release is to forgive ourselves completely, unequivocally. Forgive ourselves for how we hold ourselves in contempt, how we judge and shame. Releasing is about being loving, kind, compassionate, respectful. Releasing is about letting go of the construct of the mind. Elevating the left leg, fully extending through the heel, pushing the sacrum slightly down, gently applying a little bit of encouragement, no pulling, gentle, compassionate support. Leveraging the breath, realizing that breathing, letting go is the opportunity. Surrendering the breath is surrendering the breath. Letting go, bringing the feet down, placing our hands on our torso or by our side, and just gently allowing the body to melt into the arms of the mother. Breathing in the activated energy, feeling nourished, restored, regenerated. Above all, feeling grateful, connected to Source, present to love, open, receptive. Allowing the body to melt for a couple of minutes, letting the energy stream through the body, enjoying the fruit of our labor, enjoying this moment, this expression. And gently start breathing, activating your energy, moving your toes or your fingers, anything to stimulate a little bit of flow in the body. And then gently move about and in your day. Thank you.